any reading off of the top of
Like what? And the coldness just kind of shifts. It doesn't, and it's not like it's a draft cold. It's just kind of.
it's a settled cold.
It's a settled, exactly. So it's not coming from the outdoors. That much I do know.
We've been thinking about it. We actually joined another local group here, and it really wasn't what we were looking for. We wanted to be more of a scientific basis. So basically, we kind of took the opinion, if you want something, do it yourself, and talked a lot about it for about a year before we decided to actually go forward with it.
Yeah, that did. We discussed it quite a bit, heavily. And within the other group, I met up with some people that are my top investigators with pros. Now, we discussed it amongst ourselves, and I invited them to see whether or not they wanted to do it, and they agreed. That's how it all came about.
Basically, what we are looking at is either an intelligent haunting or something that is here that is playful, knows they're here, has some kind of attachment to the family. Basically, it is surrounding itself around Becky, which is the 19-year-old daughter. She experiences most of the occurrences. The mother has as well, the father the least. We have everything from footsteps to slamming doors, cats terrified to go into rooms, just feelings of being watched from closets, and objects actually physically moving, flipping over.
Between the family and something within this house, and between the decor and everything, and the way that they're keeping it, it's almost like they're reliving what the family did in a more modern time period.
The house wanted them.
It's using every single one of your senses and then some to see, feel, smell, hear things that others can't. And it keeps touching, and you'll feel it. Like you'll just feel light, like coldness, or like that. He's playing with us, that's all. The spirit, whatever it is, it's just playing like tag. Huh?
I just felt like the back of my neck was caressed.
Yeah, it's just playing. It's lightly touching, and it's like going around in a
It's
circle.
having fun. It's
Yeah.
not.
No. It's very playful. Just very.
It's having fun. It's
Yep.
It's not.
Very innocent. Very playful. I'm gonna start wandering around.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Go
Not
ahead.
alone.
Checking out.
Bring
No.
Chris.
Yeah, you come with me.
Go ahead and take Chris with you.
And you got your camera, right? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Come on. There's something in here. I think it shuts the door a lot. It moves that closet door. Yeah, they like the girl. She definitely is very much in tune with them. Becky. She truly, truly is. She interacts with them often. What is it? Closet? Take pictures.
Take a shot to the left, take a shot to the right, move over again, take a shot to the left, take a shot to the right, and then when we get over in front of the workbench, I want to take a shot to the left, to the right.
Okay.
Then we come back here, turn the lights off, and work our way back the same exact way.
Okay. I'm wondering if they use this as a hospice kind of thing too. If someone, when I was downstairs, and I think I wrote it down, that someone got sick, and they may have died from like influenza or something back then. You know, like how people used to die from like really bizarre diseases and stuff. In this room, if this was like like a medic kind of or a hospice kind of. Yeah. In this room too. So if you can.
Dawn,
Yeah.
don't move, but are you walking around right now?
No.
Where are you located?
In the front room, I do have something that keeps following me.
Well, you're not moving around, right?
No.
Okay.
From here, because he kind of felt something, and then he went this way, came down the hall, and he was like trying to get our attention, but I was in the far back of the room where I told you to come over, because there's near the basin.
I'm trying
And
not
he
to
goes-
load in. I'm trying tonight not to load in.
Right, right. But he goes, and that's when you asked, "Are you guys moving?" And Chrissy and I were in there. He was right here, which isn't going to cause any shadows.
It's not going to catch
Right.
the shadow at the top
Then
of the stairway.
okay, so when you said that, so whatever he sensed coming down the hallway, he may have gotten on camera.
Well, it'll be
And then
interesting.
you sensed right here. And
Well,
I,
he's supposed to show us what we get.
and I kept, and you felt it
Right.
in here.
I
Two.
just walked into it.
Yeah.
And then
What's that?
I'm assuming it's going up there. That's your wire.
You have several different type of EMF meters. You also have what's called a tri-field meter. And what the meter does is it detects electromagnetic fields, whether or not it's from something electrical forming a magnetic field around something to a live electrical field running through a cable. Basically, when you look at it as for ghost hunting, everything alive is known to throw off its own electromagnetic field.
Chart. You might want to consider moving your alarm clock
yeah,
because you're sleeping next to this every night.
You hear that?
It's not good for you.
that could explain your anxiety.
Really?
Yep. It can cause headaches. It can cause nausea. It can make you think you seeing things.
Sounded good.
And you know that's where people have their alarm. I'd never wake up if mine was right there. But most people keep their alarm clocks right next to their bed, and that's what they're doing.
Okay. The basement is very old. Stone. Oh, this is really good. Feeling a good.
The only thing that was on there, everything else was gone. The only thing that was on there was that one session when we were talking to the one entity that was in the attic. That's the only thing that stayed on there. And this is when the ghost was playing tag with us. When it kept touching us, I got that recorded.
Because on my recording, we got the name of the original house owner.
And that was a name that I had picked up, where I picked up Mary, and then I also picked up when Mike was asking me, he goes, "Can you get any other names?" And I told him, I'm thinking a lot of C names. C keeps running through my brain. And then I thought of Charles. Now Charles was
He was on there.
the
He was
deed,
one
and
of
then
the
there was a
owners.
couple other C names that were also on the deed. So there was quite a few C people. So we were picking up a lot.
There was something there.
Yeah,
Go back a little bit.
to 41.
See now.
See that? And that wasn't me. That wasn't Chrissy. It was like a no or a go. That's when we were in the spare room, and that's when you saw the ghost. Because right there, that's you going, were you guys moving up there? Were you guys moving up there? Yeah.
In the front room, I do have something that keeps following me.
That was where, right there.
Yep. Because she kept following everywhere I went.
No.
And I opened up that cabinet door, and she didn't like that I opened up that cabinet door, and I left it open.
No, but there is
Irritated
something
her,
in
so
this
she
room
would do
that I'm in. Okay.
I just heard of somebody married.
Yeah.
Put that back. I'm dying to hear that.
You hear it?
It's like
You know
20
who I
and
am.
41. Yeah. So it was 2041.
What was it that said hi? Didn't you have one that said hi? Isn't that on this one too?
That's later on.
hear when he
We
says
went
Elizabeth
after
Mary when he
we
gets
did the
to-
stuff in the
gets
attic,
that
and
out.
we heard
Dead on name.
the music box. We went back to the front room. It's right at the end of this
I
recording.
still
It's
say
like
that was
it.
wind chimes over the music box.
It could be.
It seems like you can tell when a house wants somebody. That house seek them out because of all the drawings.
Well, the only thing I got really strong at the end of the night was it needed to let them know it was there.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
think it got
wanted
that,
them.
whatever's there, got that out through
Uh-huh.
us.
And it drew them. The whole reason they bought that house is because they wanted them there. When they came to look at that house, they're like, we want you here. These are the people that we want here. And it was amazing that a lot of the pictures that they took of themselves, a lot of the drawings that Becca had done, a lot of the statues, the artwork, the furniture, a lot of pieces were from that time era that we were picking up the family from, which is all that Victorian era.
There's actually several different kinds of hauntings. There's the residual haunting that occurs the same place, same time, all the time. The ghost doesn't react to anybody else in the room. Then there's your intelligent haunting where the ghost reacts directly with the person and communicates directly with another person. And finally, there's poltergeist activity that actually occurs, theories say, when a teenager or another person with a lot of stress or something actually causes it themselves mentally.
So,
Yep.
Sandy, based on all the EVPs that we found, what type of haunting do you think this would be?
I would have to say it was probably interactive with some residual stuff,
Yes.
but
Definitely.
you know, the fact that it was answering you guys, you know, I mean, in many ways and stuff, and kind of inserting its own little thoughts into things, I would have to say it is an intelligent haunting.
What we basically got on this investigation was all audio, what we would call EVP. Nothing that what we went over seemed to come out on any of the video or any of the digital photos. So basically what our plan is now is to cut the excerpts out from the long recordings that show the recordings of the voices. Definitely not any of my crew or any of the people that were present. We're going to cut the excerpts out, put them all on a disc, and then present it to the client. And hopefully the client will understand what we have and go from there.